Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Hi, everybody. Look this up a little bit. Just a little bit. I can't do it right now. Hi, everyone. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello. Hello, Mr. Willow. How are you? BJ Jumping. I see you all the time. Thank you for your support. How are you doing? Hi, everyone. Hello, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm back trying to make up for this week. Hi, everybody. Coming in, coming in, coming in. Criminal trial is finally over. Oh, my world. Thank you. Listen, I'm tired as heck. That's been the longest trial of my entire career. So remember, and yeah, I don't sound too excited. Now, a lot of people would. It, anyway, my client, as you know, was charged with manslaughter in the state of Alabama. That's a Class B felony, and that carries up to 20 years in prison. And the jury came back this evening. Not even, I just got home probably 1 hour ago. Came back with not guilty on the manslaughter, but found him guilty on a lesser included offense of criminally negligent homicide, which is a misdemeanor and carries a maximum of 12 months. So I cannot complain, right? I cannot complain because 20 years, 12 months. They struggled with the state not being able to meet the burden of manslaughter based on argument, but came back with criminal negligent homicide misdemeanor. And which is a good win, really, if you look at it, right? But remember when I've told you guys that I'm a sore loser? I don't know how to deal with losses. Even after 43 years, it takes me a minute and I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. I thank God that he's not going to be spending 20 years in prison. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody lost their life. Manslaughter, that means somebody died. It's unfortunate, that a family lost a loved one. And it's hard as a defense attorney because, the family members, when I was doing my closing argument, walked out and one called me a name. I'm used to it. It's the work that I sign up for. But like I said, it's the work I sign up for. So, but 20 years, 12 months, I'll take it. So I'm just glad that it's fine. Oh, because I've not been able to respond to emails and all that. I know how to multitask, but when it comes to criminal defense of felonies, you'll be fine, Mr. West. God gives you life, there's hope. You'll be fine, okay? Take it a day at a time. We're not always 100% all the time. So, I'm just glad that now I can go back and get to reviewing cases that have been ready. Yeah. And my assistants are like, okay, when is the trial over? You need to review cases. So anyway, I just wanted to stop before I go in and I need to sleep. I haven't slept. I think I haven't slept more than probably 10 hours the whole week. Yeah. You have to understand it is a huge thing to have someone's freedom depending on how much argument you can make. Sometimes I wonder why I sign up for the kind of work that I do, but I love it. Well, anyway, good evening. This is Attorney Apisola Olale, immigration lawyer based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. If you've got an immigration case, my firm handles that case top. We can and do represent immigration clients regardless of the state you live in. Those of you on Facebook and YouTube, you can see contact information. Scrolling across the screen, 334-341-4475. visit the website at olalayalawfirm.com. So I wanted to jump on real quick, just real quick. It's going to be really quick because I'm tired. Let's talk real quick about the BBB bill that we're all waiting to see, or at least those of us that will be affected, waiting to see what's going to happen, who's going to benefit from that. I wanted to give you an update just so you guys know. And if you haven't subscribed to a YouTube channel, please do so. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, like a page on Facebook. That would be really appreciated. If you know anyone who's going to benefit from this video, share the video with them so they have that information as well. But if you remember, we talked about this, I think a week or 2 weeks ago. The bill has passed in the House of Reps. For a bill to become law, both houses of Congress, House of Reps and House of Senate, must pass a bill. Once they pass it, they forward it to the president to sign it into law. Then we have an effective date. Right now, one half is done. We're waiting on the House of Senators to pass the bill. So what that will do, the Build Back Better bill, BBB bill, is potentially for those who have been here, regardless of how you came in. If you've been here on or before, let's say January 1st, 2011, you will, and you can pass national security check, criminal background check and all that. You will be eligible to apply for advanced parole as well as work permit. So that will be, there are other sections. Now, keep in mind, the Build Back Better bill is part of the spending bill. It is just not immigration reform. It is part of the spending bill. So they must have some economic impact or return that the U.S. government will gain from it. And that's part of what I want to talk to you about tonight. So in exchange for that, there will be fees and fines levied. And right now it has been, so the Senate parliamentarian had a meeting with Senate Democrats. I think it was 2 days ago on December 1st. I haven't really got into the details of what the meeting was. I don't think we have much detail, but because, my brain has been in criminal defense mode, I haven't really spent. So this is just summary of what I know, that she had a meeting with them. We don't have much details about what the meeting was about, but they've had a meeting. So there's progress being made. If she allows it to be part of the reconciliation bill, then we could almost be certain that it will pass, because we have practically a Democratic controlling Senate, as long as all Democrats vote in support of that. If and when it becomes law, one of the things that will two things that will benefit is, if you've been here on or before January 1st, 2011, you will be able to apply for work permit as well as advanced parole. That means you can work and you can travel, and you will not be, and you would have deferred action, meaning the government will not, DHS will not be able to place you in removal proceedings. One thing I did not mention the very first time we talked about this BBB bill is the fact that for you to be considered as lawfully admitted, not lawfully present, but being lawfully admitted into the country, you must have been paroled or inspected. So that means you came in through the port of entry, you came in, the airport, through the border legally. Now, if you're able to apply for advanced parole and you get it and you travel out and you come back in, even if your initial entry that makes you present in the United States was illegal, if you're qualified for this, if it passes, let me be very clear, there is no law yet. I'm just saying, hoping it passes. If it passes, it becomes law. and you're able to apply and pass all the checks and you get the advanced parole, you travel, whether you're here illegally or not, because you came in without inspection. Once you go out and come back in, that will be considered a lawful entry, because then you would now have been paroled into the country. And what difference that makes is this. I'll give an example of why that is important. Example: someone is here, they came in um, without inspection, and they're here, so they came in without any kind of valid visa, right? Um, they've been here and they apply the BBB passes. They apply for advanced parole and they're granted advanced parole. What will happen is, if they now travel with that advanced parole, and in the meantime, if they are married to, say, a US citizen, if they travel out, they come back with that advanced parole, now they have a lawful entry. And once they have the lawful entry, they would now be able to apply for their green card based on marriage to a US citizen, because now they have a lawful entry, whether or not they have a lawful status. I think that's, does that make sense? So that's one of the benefits of what that this would bring if this becomes law. Now, the not so good news is this. So part of the proposal that Democrats are bringing up is that they want to have, what's in the comments? Exactly. Yes. That is exactly what it means. So Democrats, part of what will happen, what they're proposing is there will be a fee increase to some petitions. One of those will be the work 765 EAD work authorization application. So it's not just free. They've got to do something. It's America. If you've bought gas recently, which I'm sure every one of us has done, you get to the gas station, like, what the heck is going on? like I have an SUV, and I just keep cussing under my breath every time I go to a gas station. But my point is, yeah, it's nothing's for free in America. One of the proposals that Democrats are also saying is to increase some of the filing fees for some of the petitions. One of that, and that is being proposed under this BBB bill. One of such petitions will be the work authorization application. So right now, let me bring it back up. Right now, it is for 765 application is $410. What they are proposing, should this bill pass the Senate floor and forwarded to President Biden and becomes law, that 410, they're proposing an additional $500, and so it will now become $910 for work permit. That's just America. You didn't get anything for free. So it will be 122% increase. And not just the immigration benefits that will be just for the BBB bill. There are other proposals that will cover, in addition to fines, they're proposing increases to filing fees. Like for instance, the investor visa petition for foreign investor, I-526. Currently, it is $3,675 as the filing fee. They are proposing additional $15,000, which will now make it a total of $18,675. Yep. So that's just one of the things that we should expect. I would see if I can. I know I can do it on Facebook, but Instagram, I probably would just write. I probably would just write the link of the website link so you can see all the proposed increase to the different petitions. So that's basically the update right now that we have on the BBB bill. Once again, just reiterate, it's not law yet. We're hopeful that it will pass the Senate. It still has to go through the whole thing of the initial, pathway to citizenship that the Senate parliamentarians shut down. So we'll just see. But just so you know that in addition to all of that, um, they're also proposing fee increase as well. So that's what's going on. And now, let me see how many questions I can take. I think probably just two. Let's see. Why is EAD taking so long for validation? I've talked about that so many times. You gotta watch my videos. Thank you, Mr. Willow. Yeah. I listen. Don't get me wrong. I am someone who has a grateful heart, and I teach my sons the same thing. I appreciate that. I'm not dealing with having to tell my client he's going to prison for 2 decades, 2 decades and a year. You can't even compare. But because I'm just someone who's got a winning spirit, it takes me a minute to what's the word I'm looking for? To let that sink in and to just accept that it wasn't a complete win. I could see the DO's face was like, he wanted the manslaughter. But yeah, that's just it. So I do appreciate and I thank God for that. Okay. How can I bring my mother from Ghana? I'm a U.S. citizen. Generally, you file an I-130 to bring your parents. Since you're a U.S. citizen, you have to start the petition, and then once it's approved, they will forward their approval and her information to the Ghana embassy in Ghana, and she would start her application for immigrant visa. If you want that, so the I-130 is what you have to file. If you need anything more specific than that, we can set up a proper consultation for you. So, all right, people, it's Friday. I hardly come on Friday. I hardly even go into the office on Friday. But I didn't have a choice today because the trial spilled into the second day, which I'm just glad that the judge did not throw me out. Yeah, because I don't know how many times the judge says, Miss Ollie, Miss. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to mostly spend my weekend catching up, reviewing files so we can get our VAL cases out and other cases out before the end of the year. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.